Okay, I'm here. I had to go get my tea. Oop. Oop. There we go. Steve! How are things? Oh, I'm muted. Hold on. Steve, how are things?
Good morning.
Good morning. I
Right.
didn't realize I was muted for a second there. And Diane.
Doing all right for an old guy.
You know, we do what we can do, right?
That's right.
And that's all you can do.
I and my wife are headed to Hawaii on Friday.
What?
Wow.
Gotta get the
Oh,
hell away
that
from the snow and the cold.
sounds great.
I don't think you can complain about that, man.
Where in Hawaii are you going?
Well, we're going to 3 of the islands. Maui,
Uh-huh.
Oahu, and one other, and I don't recall what that one is offhand. We're going with a tour that's being conducted through
It's going to Hawaii.
holiday vacations, and it's being hosted by this Tom Zalaski, who is an anchor for a local television station. So
That's cool.
Yeah, everything's
That
kind of
sounds great.
done and set up for us, and
All
got
right.
some options too.
I think we're organized. Colin's here.
We'll look forward to getting your report after you come back.
Colin
Yeah,
wants to
it'll
know
be
if you're going to Kauai.
Maybe I'll stay there, buy a surfboard, and stay or something.
Steve. Colin
Yes.
wants to know if you're going to Kauai.
I'm not sure.
He doesn't know, Colin.
I'd have to go look. My wife has been more attentive to the details and the literature they gave us. So,
Good morning,
yeah,
Paul. So guess what, Diane? Diane in Montreal. Well, both Dianes. There's only 19 days until spring.
Wow.
only 9 days?
19.
19, yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I won't see the difference, but it's still spring.
It's still spring. It's still spring. And it's World Compliment Day, by the way. So
Have
you
a nice
look marvelous.
Yeah, you look marvelous. Yeah, yeah.
Who remembers that show? Who remembers the reference? Nobody.
I heard that. I cannot find it, but I heard that one.
Saturday Night Live, Billy Crystal.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sure.
Right.
Way past my bedtime.
That was back when I was young and stayed up late.
Yeah. But
Now I
heard
turn
it.
into a pumpkin at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, too. I like 10 o'clock too, but I don't manage it.
Today is also my sister's birthday, and I don't think she's watching, but happy birthday!
Happy birthday, sister.
You'll have to give her a call, Heather.
I know. Well, she's gone off to, I think she's gone off to the Dominican or somewhere. She's gone off somewhere on a beach warm and, soaking up the rays.
Smart girl.
Which is a good thing to do on your birthday. I know, right? So smart. And it is World Compliment Day. It's Share a Smile Day. So I have to tell you, last night I was at a networking meeting, live in-person networking meeting with like 100 women. And there was a photographer there doing free headshots, for your business. And he's taking pictures and he goes, okay, so don't smile, just pretend to smile. Do you think I could do it? I couldn't do it.
How can you pretend?
I don't know. I just started laughing because he told me to pretend to smile. I was like, I don't think I can do that. So,
Well, it deeply bothers me when people give you an artificial smile.
it does.
That really, to me, sends the wrong message.
Yes, it's very true. So I think he was trying to take different shots, and I just, I said, I can't even not smile. When I try not to smile for my driver's license, I look like a crazy person. So you should just let me smile because I can't help it. That's how they're going to see me when they come and arrest me for whatever I did. I'm just going to go, hey, I'm sorry. Right? Oh my
That's right. My driver's license photos always make me look like a convict.
I think they do that on purpose. I think they
Seriously,
do that on purpose.
seriously, they look like mugshots.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to look like that when you're in your normal life. Don't they want you to look like what you look like? I don't know.
Yeah, and I think they actually tell you not to smile.
They
Yes,
do.
They do. Yeah, passport also.
Passports,
They
and
don't smile. Mhm.
I always
Okay.
smile at the passport people. I don't care.
Let me tell you a quick funny story. So, I was a teacher. I'm a retired teacher.
He's a retired teacher.
And the last year that I taught, of course, one of the first days of school, they take photos, right? Well, they have the teachers go down, they take photos, and I just happen to have some of what they call Billy Bob teeth. They're like false prosthetic teeth that are just really nasty. I mean,
And that's what you used for your staff photo?
And
yeah, I
always-
wore them for the school. I wore them for the school photo. Okay. Well,
and
at one point, they asked me to come back and take another one. So I brought them along with me. I did it again.
no.
The photographers don't know me from Adam, right?
Right.
It's an outside group, outside
Yeah.
company.
Don't
And,
smile.
they took another photo, and then it went through the whole editing, proofreading, everything, and it was printed as such in the yearbook.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
They couldn't ask you. Yeah. They couldn't.
I think,
That's how they're
Yeah,
going to
you-
remember you.
yeah, you would think that somebody would have asked me about it or something, but that didn't happen.
Probably nobody actually looked at it.
They were
Some-
maybe they didn't want to upset
Oh,
you, so they didn't. It's like asking somebody if you're pregnant. Usually a lady doesn't like that.
Don't do that.
Yes, yes.
Well,
I was tempted once and I didn't, and I was so glad afterwards.
No, never do that.
Yeah. Because if you're wrong, man.
Yeah.
someone did ask. I did hear that someone asked someone somewhere within the school, I guess, does Mr. Kelly have dental problems?
See, some of the more of a assertive person can ask, but usually if you're not part of the system,
Right.
You know what? Those are personal questions, and you
Yeah.
don't normally go there.
They didn't want to.
Anyway,
upset
somewhere
you.
there's a bunch of yearbooks out there that have this picture of me with these nasty things. And
Someone maybe
I'll
colored
wear
them in.
someday and I'll give you a look.
Yeah.
Are we going to Tai Chi today? Or are we just going to
Yeah.
hang
Let's
around?
see.
Please.
Okay. Just checking. What do you wanna do?
Request?
What's my request for the day?
An eagle.
An eagle. Wow.
Been wild.
Eagle.
Tipping moon.
Whoa, tipping. Do you want the floating half moon?
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, Colin wants the white ape.
Oh yeah, the fruit.
He likes that one. Colin, you like that one?
I like that.
I think I did that one for I might have done that one for Mardi Gras.
Ah,
Steve, what's on your agenda today?
On my agenda?
Yeah.
You mean for Tai Chi wise?
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to go with the flow like I usually do.
Oh, Steve. You,
Yeah.
you
I'm
must
thinking
have a
about
fi-
what, you know.
Yeah, he won't say the deer, but I'm sure you like.
he
it.
probably wants. Do you want a deer, Steve?
Yeah, I always like the deer because it's a good stretch.
Mhm.
A deer. All right. We can do
And the
it.
monkey's good too, with the
This one?
And the one.
monkey looking over his shoulders.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I like that.
We can
That's
monkey.
good.
Good stretch too. Yeah.
That's
So
the only time.
animals are always
It's the only time you're allowed to scrunch your shoulders up by your ears. So
Yeah, I'm good at that.
yeah, right. Monkey.
I
Okay,
think the other side.
I have to tell you that I don't know. I would because I was out last night. I was a bit behind this morning, and because I meditate in the morning, and I got up and I went. I have 3 minutes to get dressed. So this is what I can do in 3 minutes.
Well, at least you're having.
That works.
Yeah, it works. It all works. Let's find a spot on the floor somewhere. I'm just gonna turn on our music. And okie dokie. Play. There it is. All right. I'm gonna mute peoples. There we go. We're ready. Are you ready? Spread out your toes. Take a breath. 2 rules in life. You breathe from the beginning to the end. You can breathe as much as you want, by the way. Right? I can turn that down just a hair. Keep breathing. Breathe in as much as you want. Breathe out as much as you want. And then, rule number 2 of life, don't cause yourself any extra pain. Breathe in, palms up. Gather in some good chi love and give it a big old hug. Tell it looks marvelous. Sink it down. Yeah, sink in the chi. Breathe in. Scoop up all this goodness. Wrap your arms around as much as you can. And then you let it go. If you ever feel like you're having a scrunchy up day, you could just sink a little chi, have a little sigh, and just put it away till later. Take your feet out underneath you so you feel stable. And then open the door, float it up. And release. Yes. Breathe in, feel light. That's a good word, light. And melt like the snow in spring. One more time, breathe in. And float up way high. We're going to warm up a little bit before we jump right into this. Give me some cactus arms. Open your fingers and arch your back. Stretch like a little back bend. And then tuck into a little ball. Scoop your arms around behind. Maybe slide them down the back of your body. Across the top of your feet. If you can reach them, float up. You don't have to reach your feet if it's too far, right? Open. So it's like a little back bend one way. And then you tuck into a little ball. You reach and slide. Curl it up and float it up. One more time. Let's get these spines moving. Open your fingers too. Shoulders down, right? Yes. Tuck into a little ball. Curl, curl, curl. Nose to navel. Slide it. And float. Whew, that's better. Let's do a little chi hula. Since someone's going to Hawaii, let's practice our hula. That's what you should have asked for, see? Well, you did, kind of indirectly, because Diane told you to. Pop at your antlers, stretch out your fingers. Step out, lunge. Make the back leg strong and start to turn gently to look back at winter. As you breathe in, lift it up. Slow and flow, back and forth. You can breathe as much as you want because all this fresh air is so good for you. Pop at your antlers, float your foot out, lunge into it, push your back heel down strongly and start to turn your top pinky back. Looking back. What happened to New Year's Eve? Breathe in, float it up. Drift back. Let's do it again. It's a long flight to Hawaii. Well, from here. Drift. Over here. Pop out your antlers. Stretch out your fingers. Slide that foot out. Lunge into it. Strong in the lower body and start to turn, turn, turn. Breathe in, float ourselves up, relax it down. Side to side, one more time, just to even things out a little bit. Imagine we're on the beach, we're wearing our grass skirt, got a little fruity cocktail, pop a trailer, step out, lunge into it, lengthen up through your spine and start that turn. And look back there at winter. Breathe in, drift up. It's almost done. So is March coming in like a lion or a lamb? Palms up, lift. Turn palms over and stroke your fingers down through the air. Ah. Float it up. Hug it in the front. We're going to do a slow-mo one first of the monkey. So sink down here. Grab some peaches or some cocktails. Slow-mo, come up onto your toes. Draw that energy up, 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 up. Feel your shoulders go up, 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 up. Squeeze your bum. Up, up, up. Then look over your shoulder. Try to stay balanced up on your toes. Lift up your belly button. Come back to the center. Other side. Look over the other shoulder. Come back to the center. Super balanced, super slow. Let your heels slowly drop. Let your shoulders drop and sink and sink and sink. And you just keep sinking. Sink further than you think you can sink. Float up, breathe in. Then we'll do a fast one, because they're fun too. Sink. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, up. Woo! It's harder to balance when you go fast. Squeeze your bum hard. Lift up on your belly button. Look over your shoulder. Keep scrunching. But don't cause yourself any pain. Come back to the center. Look over the other shoulder. Lift, lift, lift. So much energy. Come back to the center. Still slow. Slow. Feel your shoulders. Feel everything sink. Lower down. Let it go. Keep lowering. Breathe in. I'm not very good at the deep voice. Sink. Open the door. Float that chi around. Float that chi around. Oh, we've got all interesting things today, don't we? Float up. Drift open. Scoop this arm under. Tap this toe and slice your wings open. Ta-da! This hand scoops under. I see some hearts. Come and join us. Spread your wings. The eagle, the crane, no, we're doing an eagle in a minute. Scoop it up. Switch sides. Land. Breathe in. Get a little taller. Dive into the ocean, my friend. With Steve, go swimming in Hawaii. Breathe in. Float up. Switch sides. Gather it up. Scoop up some good juju. Spread your wings. Breathe in. Get a little taller. And then take your bow. Stretch your toes forward. Stretch your bum back. Feel long and tall as you dive into the ocean. Breathe in. Float up. Switch sides. Scoop up some good chi love. Spread your wings. Take a breath. Take a bow. It's like a ballerina bow. Long and tall. Get an extra scoop of chi while you're down there. Bring it on up. Press all that energy into this leg right here. And this knee is going to float up. The rooster stands on one leg. Then what does he do? He goes to a party with the eagle. You got to watch out for those eagles. Float up. So you wrap the leg around, if you can. Toes on the floor, or you can hook it. Take this arm under and this arm over. Bend your elbows, maybe backs of hands, maybe palms together. Lift up on your belly. Woo! I'm a little unbalanced today. Shoulders back and down. Lift the elbows a little bit, and then start to dive your hands forward and curl your upper back. Look at something that's not moving. It's a bit easier. You do you. Remember rule number 2, no pain. Now unwind your wings. Spread them out to the side and give me a karate kid kick. Lower down. Switch sides. Scoop it up. Land. Take a big old breath. Take a bow. Reach your toes forward. Reach your bum back. Grab a scoop of chi while you're down there. Bring it on up with you. Maybe you need a double scoop. Press all that energy into this leg so it's so solid, the other leg just floats up by itself, the rooster. And then drift down. And then the eagle comes to the party. And he floats up and it comes across. This is still balancing. Or you can hook. The other arm goes underneath of whatever you did last time. Maybe backs of hands, maybe palms. Lift up on your belly, roll shoulders back and down. Press elbows away, lift a little, and then start to karate chop forward. Curling your upper back. Making sure it feels good. Making sure you're breathing. Making sure that you feel fabulous. You look marvelous. Whoop. Unwind your wings. Heather's a little crazy today and every day. Melt. What do we got? Oh my gosh, we still got stuff to do. Float up. Hike the big tree. Float that moon up into the air. Tip it over, shoulders down. So how far do you tip? As long as you can still breathe, you're good. Turn on your cast iron corset and float yourself up as your shoulders drop. Tip over the other way. Tipping the moon. We're almost at our full moon, I think. Float up. I can't remember, actually. Tip it over. Tip those toes out. Let the bottom hand reach down. Let the top hand reach up. Heart shines forward. And if you can, and not fall over, float your back foot off the floor. Yes. This just means I stood up too much last night. Float it up. Scoop up your goodness. Drop those shoulders. Other toes point out. Slow, like you're building a deck of house of cards. You slowly find that balance point where you can reach up and down and you can float your back foot up into a floating half moon-ish. Come back to the center. Sink it on down. Relax. We've got you, Colin, no worries. This hand scoops up and presses down. Now, because we're good at this, we're going to take this hand up the center and open. Then we're going to combine those two into the white ape. Offers a fruit. Offers today's peanut butter day. Check to make sure there's no allergies. Open. Do you want to lift a knee? Press. You don't have to. We did hardly any balancing today. Hardly. Press down. This hand is going to open. Sink. Scoop up to the side. And this hand, because we're good at this, comes up through the center. And then just angels sing. There we go. All together now, friends. Press down and offer that fruit. Open. Do you want to add a knee? Press and float it up. It's almost like the rooster, right? But you're holding a butterfly in one hand. That's all. Press. Super soft. Now open that hand. Here comes our chi army. Press and float. We just keep giving it away. Keep giving that fruit away. There's enough to go around. Don't worry. Press. And then sink. Float up. Gather in all this goodness. There's so much of it. Trust me. Sink. Shoulders relax. Float up. Buddha belly. So you wrap your arms around this way. How much more can you gather up? Yes. Oh, I got tons, friends. Float up. Give it a little heart kiss. Shoulders drop. Scoop up some ribbons and bows. We're going to make our little present for the world. Sink it down. Make a little diamond shape with your hands. Float up. And then send your Care Bear stare. Out, out, out. Open your fingers. Stretch your arms. Stretch your spine. All the way from your nose to your toes. Send some love to the world. And then you just trust that it went. Hug the big tree. Relax. Cross the wrists. This is Steve in the ocean. Whee! Throw that water up into the air. Take a surfing lesson. That would be fun. Cross. Lift. Shoulders soften and relax. The next one is just shoulder high, yeah? Drift up. Shoulder high, like in surfing. And sink. 1 foot steps in. A little bow for my friends. Dun, da, da, we did it. Well, okay. You know, we totally did it. What are you talking about? We're talking about Willis. Who remembers that show? Oh my gosh. How's life over here, friends?
Good.
You all right? We actually did it all.
Still here.
We're still here. We flowed.
Thank you so much.
We came, we saw, we flowed.
Thank you. That was good.
When do you leave, Steve?
What's that?
When do you leave?
Well, we leave on Friday.
Friday.
We're getting bused down to Chicago, and then we fly direct from Chicago to Hawaii. So
We won't see you next week because you'll be on the beach.
probably, certainly in a different time period. I don't even know how that's going to work out. That's
Thank you, Colin. We totally did the white ape, my Santa Claus giving away presents move. Yeah, so I think it would be like 6 a.m, perhaps in Hawaii.
Okay.
I think.
But
Yeah.
probably past that, because earlier than that, because I'm 7. And
But is it Pacific?
California
Is
is
Hawaii
6.
Pacific time?
Oh.
Might be 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Figuring it would wind up sometime late in the evening.
Time zones are my big challenge. No, it'll be in the morning. You're not that far away, are you? Oh my God. I don't know. That's a good question.
We're looking forward to hearing about your trip.
Yes, we
Okay.
will
It's
hear about your
something
trip.
Fun
Absolutely.
to listen to.
When do you come back?
Hopefully everything will go very, very well. And
So, Steve, this is what you do. So, this is what I do before I go on a trip. I find a quiet space and I sit and I shut my eyes and I visualize a seamless trip to the airport, an excellent trip through security, a relaxing flight, and I land safely and I have a good time. Then I get back on the plane. Everything's great. I fly home safely and I visualize the whole happy and safety until I get back to my front door. And if you have the expectation, if you have the expectation of good things, that's what you get. Maureen
Sure.
says it's 3 or 5 hours. Oh, it's 3 or 5 hours from Pacific time. So 6, maybe 3 in the morning. Yeah, you might not be here. Thanks, Maureen.
Unless I didn't get to bed.
Unless you're still partying,
Right.
because you're gonna have so much fun, right?
I think so.
I think you just like have the expectation of good things. Don't say I hope. Say this is what's gonna happen.
That's the way it's going to go.
That's the way it's gonna go.
That's right.
Send your intention to the universe. It's listening. If you say I'm expecting it to be bad, it'll go, okay, he wants it to be bad.
Yeah, this is what he ordered.
That's what he ordered. It doesn't question your order. It just brings it to you. Right?
There.
So,
I can-
World Compliment Day.
I checked, right now it's 9:29 and it's 4:29 a.m. in Hawaii.
So it'll be 4 a.m. when we're flowing.
Oh, no.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Maybe not.
If I'm up
That
at 4
doesn't
a.m., I'm
sound-
not going to be thinking about Tai Chi.
We'll think of you though. We're gonna think of you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
while you're out and about today, give a random stranger a compliment and tell them they look.
And
Give a random
Yeah.
stranger a compliment because it's compliment day.
Yep.
How are we going to celebrate? We're going to tell people how marvelous they look. I like your
All
sweater.
you
I like your
ladies,
shoes.
have
I
a
like
great
your
day.
hair. I like your hat. I like your beard. I like your headphones. You know, whatever works. And we have 3 other things that will help us, right, Diane?
I like your elephant shirt. That's a nice elephant shirt.
Thanks. Do something today that will make you happy. Number 2, say, you look marvelous. Do you mind if I give you a hug? You got to ask for consent. Number 3, pew, pew, pew. You just go with the flow, friends, right? If it's not working, go rub it out. Just rub it out and then go back. So, Steve, we won't see you
Thank
next
you.
week, but we will think of you and we'll do a dare for you. How's that?
Sounds good, and I'll see if I happen to wake up. If your vibes get to me, and maybe you wake me up that morning.
Maybe. You never know. Superpower of the chi,
There we go.
right? My friends, have a beautiful day.
You too.
Stay
Thank you.
safe, stay well. We'll see you again soon. I hope.
Bye.
Take care, you guys. And my friends on Facebook who are still here, thanks for hanging out and listening to the chitter chatter. By the way, you could always come to the Zoom room if nobody's looking. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.